Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. And so we've got a couple of stories coming out of Buckinghamshire that have hit the headlines recently. In the first one, we've actually got to go back to Father's Day, which is about 10 days ago now. The reason I didn't report on it at the time is because we didn't have in-depth details about the incident, but we found out over these past couple of days that unfortunately a father of four was stabbed to death in front of his parents after allegedly being targeted by a gang, according to locals. At around 1:10 p.m. on the 20th of June 2021, police had been called to reports of an altercation involving a group of men on Wyndham Crescent in Burnham, Buckinghamshire. When they arrived, they had found Beau Robinson, father of four, suffering from stab injuries, and despite the best efforts of paramedics, he would go on to die a short while later. According to locals, it's believed that Beau had recently moved back to his parents' home, and this incident went down near to that home. One local also told reporters that around 5 people had came over to beat Beau up, and then they ran away through the alleyway to Oxford Avenue. Police were quick to act though, because only hours after the incident, 2 men were detained in Maidenhead and Slough and were arrested on suspicion of murder. Then at around 7 p.m. the same day, 3 further arrests were made in connection with the incident. Another man was arrested in Slough on suspicion of murder, whilst a man and a woman from Burnham were arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender. The following day, another arrest was made on a man for suspicion of murder, but various people then go on to be released under investigation. On the Friday, so that would be the 25th, 30-year-old Daniel Hicks would go on to be charged with murder and possession of a knife in a public place. And later on that day, police go on to arrest a further 20-year-old. So as you can see, the police have made a lot of arrests surrounding this case. On the 26th of June 2021, they would go on to charge that 20-year-old, and his name is Martin Fleming, and he would go on to be charged with murder. But I think what we have to take in just for a moment is the fact that this father of 4 was stabbed to death in front of his own father right outside of his father's home on Father's Day. And so now 4 children have lost their father, and another father has lost their son, and all this has happened on Father's Day, a dedicated day to fathers. But I think what we can take away from this case so far though is how quick the police have gone on to arrest and charge people. Now of course, sometimes people go on to get arrested but they don't go on to get charged, and in order to bring charges against people, that could take quite literally months or years. We've seen it on the channel before where some cases, even until today, even though a lot of people have gone on to be arrested, the police are still to charge people, and this is 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So in today's case, again, we can take away the fact that police have gone on to quickly charge people, I think over the space of a week or so. But I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to Beau. We have to remember that he leaves 4 children behind, and of course this went down near to his parents' home. So this must have been extremely sad for them. So again, I just do want to send my condolences over to his family and friends. But moving on to our next story, and for this one we've got to head over to Milton Keynes, where we've had reports over these past couple of days that police have gunned down a man after it's thought that he had killed a neighbour who tried to intervene to stop a disturbance between the man who was gunned down by police and a woman. And believe it or not, this all happened in front of 2 small children who were thought to have been in the property at the time. At around 9:40 a.m. on the 26th of June 2021, emergency services had been called to a property in 2 Mile Ash, Milton Keynes, to reports of a serious disturbance. When they arrived, it's believed a boy aged 6 or 7 was discovered by officers with blood on his face after being injured in a commotion within the flat. They also found the body of a man in his 30s who hasn't been named as of yet and has since been pronounced dead, whilst a woman and a second child were found shocked but appeared unharmed. Another man was found in the flat and police went to deploy a taser at him, but that didn't work, so it's thought that shots were fired from police at the man, and he has since been pronounced dead as a result of this shooting. According to neighbours, they believe the man who was discovered dead in the property was killed as the result of him trying to break up a quote row between the man and the woman inside the flat. They said, quote, "We've heard that the older man went into the flat to try and defuse the situation. A man in his 20s and his partner who lived there with 2 young children were rowing badly and causing a huge disturbance in the neighbourhood." They added, "The older man tried to help and it ended up costing him his life. We don't know how he died, but he died a hero. It's heartbreaking." The younger man killed him, and when police broke into the flat, they had to taser him to calm him down, and it seems he then died from the shots. In regards to the child who was found with blood on his face, it's believed he was rushed to hospital, but yesterday we got reports that he still remains in a serious condition. What a tragic thing to have happened to a man who seemingly was just trying to help out in this situation, according to what witnesses have been saying. This whole incident, from what we know so far, is sad all around because we now have 2 dead men, 1 child in hospital with serious injuries, and a woman and child who will remember these exact events for probably the rest of their lives now. From reporters, it doesn't make it clear as to what happened to the man who was found dead in the flat when police arrived. All we know so far is that both the man and the woman inside were saying, "He's dead, he's not dead," going back and forth with each other, according to neighbours. But for this man to have been shot by police, from previous stories that you can look at, normally when that happens, the man would have probably tried to attack the police, and that's why they let shots off. And normally the police would have to feel threatened in order to let shots off. Again, that is just speculation, that isn't exactly what happened, but if you go off cases that we've seen before, normally that is the case. But when I do get an update from the situation, as always, I'm going to keep you guys posted on this one. But I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to the man who tried to break up this situation and unfortunately died as the result of it. Like the neighbour said, he died a hero, and he definitely did die a hero. We don't know his name right now, so I can't actually name him, but I do want to send my condolences over to his family and friends at this current time. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.